Okay, Rundown is live, San Francisco. We do the trolley car thing. Again, trying to get a feel for San Francisco, a feel for the environment. Rice-A-Roni at San Francisco Treat. Today's Rundown brought to you by Bumfeld. That's Bumfeld. Free clothes, not free clothes, just kidding. They send you great clothes, fashionable clothes, vests, hats, nothing but the finest of accessories. Direct to your door. If you like it, you keep it. If you don't, return it. No shipping, no handling, no fees. Better than Barstool's deal. Bumfeld, do it.
What if it doesn't fit?
If it doesn't fit, you send that stuff back. You send that shit back. No requirement. It's how you look good. Hank, can you hear this with the noise, Hank?
Before the show, Hank said that he wasn't going to bring microphones. He's going to take a risk.
Hank,
see if the risk is paying off.
Hear it. Anyways, Rundown. Caleb is getting interviewed during our live show by the local North Carolina news who hopped on right before. So this is two shows at once. That's what we do. We bring you the truth. We bring you the feel in multiple camera angles. Let's start with Trump. So Trump lost Iowa, a shocking turn of events. But the Donald, and I believe him, said basically he wasn't trying in Iowa. He knew he couldn't win Iowa. He put no effort into Iowa, no money into Iowa. That's why they go to the debate. We're on to New Hampshire. Big Cat, what do you got?
I think I now actually work for the Trump campaign because his spin zone was something out of my brain. The fact he fired off a bunch of tweets today basically saying that it was a victory because he never should have even been in second place after saying all he was going to do was win, 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 and people were going to get sick of him winning, and then he finished second place. I don't know how he spun it, but he somehow spun it.
I'm still on Team Trump. I was a little worried when it went down. I'm not worried anymore. His explanation is perfect. He wasn't trying. Still came in second. What's that say about?
No excuses.
What's that? No excuses. What's that say about the rest of the field? That they can't even beat a man who's not even trying to win his state. New Hampshire, I do think is important. Caleb, what do you got?
What's our topic?
Trump.
Okay, I think that Trump is really screwed here, and the reason being is because Cruz has no swag. If you can't beat a guy like that, there's absolutely no chance you're going to beat someone with real swag like Bernie. Hold it like I do this.
Also, just saying, once the Patriots get healthy and once Trump starts trying, watch out, world.
That was brilliant by Caleb. Yes. Next topic, we're staying a lot of politics. Even though we're in San Francisco, we're having a ton of politics. The next subject up is Hillary. So you told me this. There were 6 coin flips in Iowa. I don't understand that.
In Iowa, if it's tied, they do a coin flip to decide who wins the tie. Hillary won 6 coin flips last night, won all 6 of the ties. That is, if you have any doubt in your mind that the Clintons have black magic and the occult on their side, winning 6 consecutive coin flips should prove your point.
My question, and maybe this is a stupid one, is what do they mean by ties? It was 1,100, like.
No, it's Iowa, dude. It's like it's like 98 to 98.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah. And the scene was great. They were in like this little elementary school gym, and it was all kind of, I mean, look, Midwest, maybe a little overweight, maybe the fashion senses weren't great, standing around while a woman flips a coin, and Hillary wins.
I absolutely refuse to believe. I would fire every campaign manager on my team if you can't figure out a way to cheat one vote to beat a tie. Although I guess Hillary might be cheated the coin flip.
Well, my problem with the coin flip strategy, a lot of people were saying, how could we have coin flips in 2016 to decide these things? I have no problem with the coin flip. I have a problem not being able to call which side you want. So I assume what they said was, head is Bernie, tails is Hillary. I need both of them on the phone, and they get to go back and forth deciding what to decide. Because I would never want heads. Tails never fails.
And I think you'll agree with this. All elections that end in a tie should be settled in I'm yelling, Hank, all ties should end in a arm wrestling match.
I actually might take Hillary in that one.
I know, I'm not saying, but shouldn't that a live arm wrestling match, over the top style?
Pay-per-view?
Yep. Caleb, what do you have on the ties?
Ties. Coin flip ties.
Coin flip ties.
This is what I always say, is that it's better to be decisive than right, and it's better to be lucky than good.
Next up, we have Wiz Khalifa. They're saying that whole feud with Kanye was a publicity stunt. I don't believe it. I believe this is damage control. I don't believe you go as far as saying they like the booty in the butt. If it's not real, even though my piece on that is I'm very pro fingers in the butt. I have no problem with that. I don't think it's a big deal. But I do not think it's a publicity stunt. The stunt is after the stunt.
But to counter that, if you are trying to do a publicity stunt, you do booties in the fingers in the booty because it got so many viral views, and that was what took it to the next level. So they went over the top of what your brain can think about when it comes to Twitter and publicity stunts, and this is why you're not verified.
I think it was already huge. I don't think the booty's in the butt.
But you agree that if you're trying to think of a way to take it all the way to the moon, the fingers in the booties is the way to go.
Yeah, for simpletons, like I saw booties in the butt, I'm like, no big deal, because I like booties in the butt. So I guess I actually have a higher elevation, a higher brain, because that didn't even affect me until it affected everybody else.
Careful with the thin air. Caleb,
Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa, Kanye.
You guys are very out of touch with the whole subject. I really think that it's a genuine post. It wasn't a scam. I think you're a little out of touch with what's going on in the rap.
I actually try, but side note, I trust Caleb when if he says you're out of touch with something, I'm most likely out of touch with it.
Next up, Johnny Football. So the Cleveland Browns basically released an ominous statement saying he's disappointed the organization, he's embarrassed the reputation. They can't comment on it exactly, even though they kind of commented on it, but they can't say exactly what's going to happen until some mysterious period, which I don't know what they're talking about.
Well, they basically said, his time will come, we'll deal with it at the appropriate time, which basically says you're going to cut him. Which makes no sense, because why wouldn't you want to keep any kind of semblance of trade value left, right?
And can they not cut him right now or something?
No, I don't think they can cut him right now. The rosters start opening back up, I think March 9th or something.
Interesting. Bottom line is this: Johnny Manziel is the best thing that's ever happened to Cleveland football. We had Derek Anderson on the show yesterday. When your franchise is best known for a shirt that has everybody's name on the back of it, all your ex-quarterbacks, and you live in a city that's disgusting, and LeBron James is a traitor and a scumbag and one of the worst humans alive, that's your claim to fame. Do not tell me that Johnny Football ruined the reputation. And by the way, we didn't talk about this, but how about LeBron James jumping ship on Johnny Manziel? What a friend. What a pal. When things are going great, he's wearing his shirt all over the place. The second he gets in trouble, maybe he beats his girlfriend a little bit. I don't know. That's a rumor. He jumps off ship. That's on you, LeBron. If anybody should be cut, it should be LeBron.
You forget that Johnny Football basically didn't learn the playbook his rookie year. He sucked. He didn't go to meetings. He was hungover. This is just as much on Johnny Football as it is on the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns are no joke. I mean, they are a joke. They're a joke of a franchise. But Johnny Football is a joke of a quarterback and a joke of a professional athlete.
True or false? You want to hang out with Johnny Manziel, you're not helping.
I don't care anymore. I'm actually, you know what? For once, I'm going to side with LeBron here. If Johnny Football can't get in the meeting room, this goes against everything you believe in. Brady's already at 2-a-days. You saw that tweet.
They're different guys.
Yeah, exactly. But what does it take to win? You can't say that you love Brady and you love Manziel. Those are two different. Those guys are diametrically opposed. So Johnny Football, get your ass in the meeting room. Stop being a clown. Jerry Jones isn't going to fix it. And step into one throw one time.
Johnny, he doesn't speak for me. Caleb, Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel, what did you say? Was your take that you want to submit the Cowboys?
No, I said he's
killed
being a
him.
clown.
You ripped him.
You ripped Johnny?
I ripped Johnny.
Yeah.
This is what I think about Johnny. I think that the only place he didn't belong in Cleveland.
What's that?
He's not a Cleveland guy.
No.
It doesn't fit his aura, doesn't fit his persona.
Bro, we're talking about a professional athlete getting to play NFL quarterback. Who cares what city he belongs to?
Mark Davis, word to Mark Davis. Johnny Manziel is your inaugural
That's your job,
Vegas,
bro. That's
your
your job.
inaugural Las Vegas Raider quarterback. If he belongs anywhere, it's in Las Vegas where he can do both things he likes to do.
I don't hate that take.
I don't think Caleb knows who Derek Carr is.
But I still don't hate that take. Derek Carr is a car. He's going to be.
The cars aren't always cars.
Yes, so I mean he's decent. He's not going to be in the league.
But you got to remember
he's not winning Super Bowls. Manziel maybe is. Last one, and this is kind of the post show as we go downhill now. If you notice the slope, little travel tip. San Francisco, major hills. It's a hilly city. That's just something at home for sitting on the couch.
Fun fact.
That's a fun fact.
That is a fun fact. There's a lot of hills in San Francisco. You go up and down. Be careful if you got a large vehicle like an RV.
Last one, so Twitter.
Oh, speaking of which, we crashed the RV yesterday. That was also
a fun fact.
Yeah, also a fun fact. We went 3,000 miles across the country, and then we crashed in a parking lot with no other cars in it.
Fun fact, this is a one-way ticket, so I'm not quite sure how we're going to get back. I guess Uber, another fun fact, Uber invented in San Francisco. Fun fact after fun fact after fun fact after fun fact. This is entertainment and a history lesson and a psychology lesson all wrapped in one. Twitter, you may have read on Business Insider who butchered my name. You may have read on Yahoo, who butchered my name. Tried to get verified, didn't go that great. Ended up basically, Hank, gotta let these people by. Long story short, started getting testy. Sales guys started getting nervous. We were going to jail. They said they were going to call the cops on me. I said, not my first rodeo. Feel free to call the cops if you have to. I'm not going anywhere until I speak with somebody. A very friendly FBI agent came down and essentially talked it out. Took all our information, all of our usernames.
I actually have a little problem with the username. You gave them a list of all of our usernames.
Trying to get verified.
Yeah, so they walked that right into like the blacklist office, and we're like, here, we got all of them now. So we're fucked. We were already fucked, we're fucked more.
Twitter's headquarters, absolutely gorgeous. Maybe they should concentrate less on spending money on their headquarters and more on selling t-shirts and making a profit, and their stock wouldn't be from 52 down to 16.
What about Katie Nolan savagely taking you down?
Yeah, but Katie Nolan, and it was funny. If Katie Nolan was really funny, she would have come and got me. That would have been funny.
She doesn't like you enough.
Well, then don't just tweet about me.
No, she was tweeting you from inside the club while you were outside waiting in line with the poor people.
Caleb said it right. If we're an insider organization, then we have nothing. I like being. I do too. I like the fact that the security was swarming around and people are uncomfortable. And it's who is this Captain Longshanks out in my lobby trying to get verified? I liked it. Put a little heat on him. He's exactly where I want to be.
Anything else?
No, I think it's funny that the story went like it's going viral because it really. By the way, and typical like Business Insider taking cheap shots at us, being like, we're not verified because we encourage our users to threaten people. That's just a lie. Hey, Business Insider, now you're on my list.
Where's their headquarters?
Where are your
headquarters? Business Insider.
Yeah. Where's Business Insider? I'm gonna find out who wrote that article.
Yeah.
How do you like that? I'm going to look up who wrote that article, and guess what? Whoever that is, Melanda, or whoever your name is, I'm coming for you next. Not my followers, me, this guy.
Well, we don't weaponize social media.
I weaponize myself. I'm a weapon. I've turned myself
a walking weapon.
I'm a walking weapon. I'm a walking one. Let's arm wrestle.
Your brain is dangerous to everyone. That's how much of a weapon you are.
If Twitter had an ounce of pride, they send out their toughest guy like school ties.
They did. They sent out an FBI guy.
We should arm wrestle for verification.
What would have the FBI guy done if you had like tried to make a run for it?
The FBI agent was super nice, super professional, diffused the situation, and had the vibe the entire time. If we said one wrong thing, he was going to break both our arms in a heartbeat. He whipped me into shape. I also did say, I mentioned our new boss, Peter Chernin, like 10 times. I'm like, my boss is on the board here.
Ever heard of him?
Yeah, Peter Chernin asked, like, can we get verified? The guy actually knew who he was. He's like, really? Like, yeah, really. So, but arm wrestle for verification. Twitter, use your brain. That's an idea.
You're big on an arm wrestling kick right now. Arm wrestle for everything.
It's Patriots.
But as a person who's lost arm wrestling to a woman, you'd think that you wouldn't want to be throwing out arm wrestling challenges every which way.
Truth be told, they wore us out. with those rope exercises.
You're never, yeah. Well, that was the thing with Twitter too. Is when you went there, everyone was talking about like, oh, I wonder how long you'd be there. You don't have great endurance, so anyone can kind of just sit you out. And if they just make you sit long enough, you're gonna get hungry or tired or need to take a shit, and you'll just go.
How did your interview just go?
Really good. She's from Charlotte.
What news station was it?
I don't know. I don't watch Charlotte local.
I'm like Inception in both videos.
And by the way, people who think we plan stuff, so we were on here, this is going to be our rundown. The train was getting ready to leave. This lady comes up from like the local CBS affiliate in Charlotte. Is anyone from North Carolina? Caleb's like, yeah, I am. Can we interview you live? So for the first time in the history of live television in San Francisco on the trolleys, we had dual telecasts going out once, and you were in both. Did she get mad when you were just like, peace out?
No, I just told her they asked
I gotta
me.
work.
She said, what did they ask me? I said, oh, they asked me about Trump. She said, are you a political person? I said, not necessarily. But
My
just
job
like to
asked me
cover
to
the
be.
relevant issues.
Right.
And then I said, do you want to answer my next question? And she said, oh, no, I'll get fired. Probably shouldn't do it.
We're the bad boys on the street.
And now I think we're done. So we should just get off and try to get home.
Okay.
That's the rundown. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.